Between Ourselves, Part 3. It is 1 a.m. on Monday the 18th of May. And we are in our new house in Bannon, beside our new bar. Well, here we are at last. I couldn't sleep, so I got up and now I'm drinking coffee. I've just fed the cat. It is very quiet here except for a distant hum. The fridge, I think. The move is complete. The mortgage was okay and we arrived with the rain, but today the sun returned. Mark and Georgina, our friends from Narbonne, came and helped. They drove the truck back to Narbonne. I like this town and I feel proud of us. Without the planning or the first thought for this new business, we would not be here. It feels good to have achieved this much. Kate the cat will not stop pacing around and meowing, and I feel wide awake now. I was thinking of my dream from a few weeks back, the one where I am in a school of some kind and my personality is different. I had no problem with confidence. In this dream, I simply asked the teacher questions but had no interest in the answers. I had no interest in the outcome, no interest in passing the test, no interest in shyness, in appearing stupid, in annoying someone. I was just playing the game, acting a part, pretending. I had a lightness of being and a complete confidence and knowledge of the futility of most endeavors. I had a different knowledge of time. I gave lip service. And I used the energy, my energy, to my advantage. I was strong in the dream. My state of mind could not be changed by people's words. I had a strong foundation, and my mood was unshakable. I was totally free. Right now, Kate the cat is trying to put me off. There is always something or someone trying to put me off. It is now 3:30 a.m. and I am awaiting the dawn. It's a bit chilly here. I'd like to go for an early walk. Music and all, but I'm feeling tired now. The last few months have been a real struggle for me and my wife. She has had to do most of the work setting up this new business, at least most of the paperwork. We've seen lots of businesses for sale over the last 3 months, and I must admit that I'm glad the searching is finally over and we've decided to settle here in Bannon. It's 50 days since my last drunken event, and over the last hour or two my mind keeps replaying that evening in Narbonne. My wife and I had been drinking in a bar, and by the end of the night I was quite drunk. We had an argument, and I decided to walk home and let her drive the car. I stormed off, but after 10 minutes she called me on my mobile to inform me that I'd taken the only set of car keys. I then realized that I was far worse for wear than I thought, because although I tried, I couldn't find my way back to the car park. I'd walked down some side streets and had gotten totally lost in the space of about 10 minutes. I have no sense of direction at the best of times. I called my wife to inform her, but then realized that the battery on my mobile had run out. After that, I don't remember everything. But eventually I made it home to our apartment. I lay down on the sofa and waited for the dawn to come. I quickly fell asleep. Next morning I woke up, took my bike out of the garage and went back to the car park to give the keys to my wife, who had spent the whole night in the car. She had decided to stay with the car because the windows were open. She had no car keys to close them and thought that if she left the car in that state it would be stolen. She had tried her best to get some sleep. But this was not summer, this was February, and it had been a cold night. Anyway, I cycled back and gave her the keys. I tried once again to stop drinking. After this episode, I felt so guilty.